let's get right to it. So, funny thing, I had purposed to go outside. I usually like to go outside to record my podcast. And I don't know about where you are listening from at this present moment, but here in Texas, it's been triple digits for a good while now. It's not uncommon, okay? It's quite normal this time of the year. But for some reason, why are people still shocked that it's hot as hell outside? We do it. I don't know why, but we do it. So I decided I would take my little butt outside just to test it out, just to see if it's hot. And God damn, it's hot outside. I turned around and came right back in, right back. So today, the beautiful ambiance of my bird friends will not be heard. I'm so sorry. But sister, it's hot. I melt. Okay? I literally melt outside, and I know this to be true. I don't mind standing out in the sun. I love the sun. But honey, when there ain't no wind blowing, when it feel like baby Jesus is just, that's not enough for me. No. So we're going to take this inside today. Okay? All right. Let's talk about who has your back. Okay? You can take it how you want. I always like to envision things when I'm talking about stuff. Usually I have a vision in mind. I have some kind of cinematic movie going in my head when I'm talking to you guys, or to anybody for that matter. Or if someone's talking to me, I automatically envision what it could be. I've always been that colorful. My dreams are vivid. So these things are normal for me, okay? So who got your back? Okay, so, well, I automatically think of having on a hospital gown. And while you're covered on the front, there's a party in the back, and it's your ass. It is sticking out. Ain't nobody trying to help you cover it. Now, there have been some hacks where you can put one on the front and one on the back, but most times, I don't know what it is. I don't know why or who designed it. I guess you got to get to the person's body quick or something like that, so they want you to, have an easy access. But baby, listen, as a pregnant woman at one point in the hospital, I distinctly remember, my stomach pushing out the front part of the gown, and my total behind was out. And I wasn't even thinking, honey, my boss probably saw all of that back there, all of that junk in my trunk. But that's okay. He was up there visiting with one of my coworker friends. And I never mentioned it, but I know it was a joke, but yeah. But anyway, so I got your back. Now, only for this session, because I'm going to tell you some of the things that I'm learning, that I've learned, and we'll just go from there. So I'm just going to tell you that I got your back. I really do. Because I want people to learn, I ain't going to say I want you to learn. I mean, you can do what you want, but I guess I want to make sure that all of the crap that I've gone through in my life, that somebody gets to learn some of these tips so that you too do not have to go through the hardships that I've gone through. It's kind of like a big sister kind of thing, I guess. So I'm going to talk about living life by default. And maybe you heard of it or maybe not. People have their own definitions that they like to cling to when they talk about default. Mine is not a default on a loan or defaulting on something or a promise made. No. Mine is basically when you are living life by default, you are not choosing any options. You are going with the sole option, which is the default. Okay? So my hope is that everyone lives their life with intention, with purpose. So intention means purpose. I will use them interchangeably, okay? So, because if y'all like me, I like food, so it ain't no secret. And I'm going to keep on saying that because I just like to eat. I mean, damn, I ain't no little girl, you know. I have meat on me, and I know how to enjoy a meal. I'm not going to even say that, and you will never find out. Okay. Before I start, let me go ahead and throw this out there, okay? I talk about food because, unfortunately, when you have families that just always got some drama going, them Negroes will hush. When it comes down to eating, when it's time to eat, you don't hear a word out of anybody. Everybody is eating. You know what I'm saying? That is the only time where you have peace, is when people are eating. The only thing you might hear is occasional smacking, you know, from the grandma that done took her teeth out, or the auntie that took her teeth out. Smacking from a kid that was just like licking sucking on every finger, from the barbecue ribs you eating. I mean, people just don't say anything when they eating. And I've always looked at eating as a form of meditation, because you're focused. You are focused. You are focused on satisfying yourself. You are focused on satisfying your cravings, period. So that's why I talk about food a lot. People don't realize that, you know, food plays a lot in a lot of things. Whether you're vegan, whether you're not, whether you like to eat, you know, horses or pigs. I don't know. I'm just saying it. But food is important. So I think that it's kind of like a universal language that's unspoken, because we're always chewing. So hear me out. So anyway, I was trying to say, basically, I like to appeal to people through food stories, because that, you know, it's just the thing to do. And that's what I usually find myself back at, you know, when trying to explain something. But, okay, so let's say when I say living your life by default rather than with intent or with purpose, I'm going to talk about a couple of places, okay? So we have one place. This is a particular brand that has two places, basically. Not one, but two places, Grand Lux and Cheesecake Factory, that has a plethora of menu items. I'm talking about, sometimes I get nauseous just thinking about all the different things they have on the menu. It can be very overwhelming for some people. I'm one of those people. I have recently just determined what I can eat when I go there, so I already have a preconceived thought about what I'm going to choose from the couple of menu items that I am okay with, that I like, okay? For those of you that don't know, they have so many different options. They have pasta, they have pizza, they have steak and potatoes type dishes, they have chicken, they have poultry, they have salads. They have all kinds of appetizers. They have pinky up type of appetizers. They have, you know, country or what do you call it? Home style type of food, you know, stick to your ribs type of food too. Pinky up, if people don't know, it's like bougie, you know. Remember when we were kids, you know, somebody will be drinking a drink or some tea, and it was apropos to stick up your pinky when you're drinking your tea. Well, anyway, it's just a thing, another word for fancy. So when you hear me say pinky up, it's fancy or bougie. All right. So they have pinky up parts of the menu, and then they have like your run-of-the-mill layman's type of things that you look for in an American bistro type of restaurant. Okay. This kind of place, there is really no way for you to not be pleased, okay, with something on the menu. But then you have places like the grills, the pinky up grills, okay, that have, you know, a plethora of drinks, a large selection of drinks, okay, quite a few appetizers, but 3 entrees or 4 entrees. And those types of places can be frustrating, because You may not like mushrooms. We have a braised duck with an anglaise sauce with mushrooms sprinkled with a garnish of parsley and cilantro. I don't want all that. Sometimes I just want a protein. Give me a meat and give me a side like potatoes, pasta, risotto, whatever you want to call it. I'm good with that. But sometimes they just cover it with things I don't like. Like, I don't mind onions, but I don't want everything to have an onion on it. Every bite to contain an onion or a mushroom. I'm not a mushroom girl. I value mushrooms. I understand the importance and benefits of mushrooms. I also can kind of get the flavor, but the texture, no. No. So yeah, I'm not liking those types of places where, they have these prepared dishes that they have on their menu, and when you go in, you have to choose from those. Okay? When I go to those types of places, I believe the intention of the chef is for me to try the dish as intended for him, that he intended for me to have. Okay? The chef, when he was dreaming up this beautiful, concoction of a recipe for his menu, he thought to throw mushrooms in. Okay? And in his mind, that was great. It sounds great. It even tasted great after he made it. And he wanted to share with the world. Or at least his menu. And I walk in, unbeknownst to me, I've never been to this place before, so I don't know that he's cooked up only 4 entrees for the menu. But I sit, I open the menu, and I see mushrooms. Okay? I am not one to live life by default. And guess what? I'm one of those people. If I go to a restaurant that I'm paying for the meal, and this person or this establishment is telling me that they are cooking my selection to order, I feel that if I would like to leave off a mushroom or an onion, it should be able to be done. Now, I understand there are some pre-made items or some things that have slow cooked a sauce that may contain mushrooms or onions and that can't be removed. And at that time, I'll ask that of the waitress or waiter. But I'm going to ask because I don't like them. Okay? But if it's possible for them to be removed, I'm going to intently say, can you please remove those onions? I would like my entree without onions, please. Or can you cut the mushrooms? Sure, yeah, we'll leave the mushrooms out. Okay, thank you. I don't want to eat what is presented by default by that chef when I see something I don't like. When it comes to life, when you wake up in the morning, when you start your day, okay? If we're also blessed to wake up and start our day, first you start with gratitude. But the other parts of your day, please set something in place. Because if you don't, life will happen for you. Okay? All right? If you don't, I have a friend, she is a true Capricorn. She will plan out every single detail of her day. It's admirable, actually, for someone like me who, I'll say, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that today. But she plans ahead for the day ahead. And so I feel a little bit, I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting the best out of my life when I don't plan out my day. I'm starting to learn this. I never cared before, but now it's like, I just need to make sure I have some time set aside to do this. I get overwhelmed. Oh my God. That'd be driving me crazy. But okay, back to her. So she has a planner. She has all these things that are going, towards what she's going to do in her day. And whatever she doesn't complete in her day, she moves to the next day or the next week or however she needs to, right? I find, okay, if you have a plan already in place, like let's say you decide, I'm going to call my friend at 2 o'clock, and then I'm going to hang out with my other friend at 7 o'clock, okay? And you get a call from someone, then they say, hey, what's up? You say, oh, nothing. I'm getting ready to make a call with my friend. Oh, okay. Can I call you back? Oh, well, can you talk right now? No, because I have a call at 2. Oh, everything okay? Yeah. All right. All right. I'll talk to you another time. What time are you going to be available? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. Get off the phone with them. You going about your day, you chilling or whatever. Your call is over. You know, you have like a little bit of free time. Nobody calls you. Nobody does anything, you know. You call your person back. Hey, you available to talk? No, I'm busy. Oh, okay. All right then. You want to talk tomorrow? No, I got it now. Okay, no problem. 7 o'clock rolls around. You know, you get a knock at the door. I can't find my dog. Can you help me, please? Can you help me go look for my dog? I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to head out. You know, good luck finding your dog, though. That's the difference in having an actual plan for the day. And here's the other side of the coin. Let's say you don't, okay? Somebody calls you at 2 o'clock, and they talk on the phone to you for 4 hours about nothing. Just basically dumping on you, telling you about their life. First, it started off as catching up, and then they start telling you about their life and how everything's just been going crazy, and, you know, they have some financial issues, and before you know it, you're on the other end of basically a saga, and you're trying to figure out how the hell you're going to get out because you're hungry and you hadn't eaten anything. And you say, you know what? Let me go ahead and let you go. I need to go get something to eat. Okay, I'm going to call you back. Because you don't have nothing to do. That's how they feel it. Right? Let's say you're outside and you're just kind of chilling, minding your business. You didn't plan on chilling. You just don't have really anything planned. You could be doing things, but you're not actively doing anything. And somebody comes up, can you help me find my dog, please? I just don't know where my dog is. Okay. I guess. And you walk around with them trying to find their dog. And 6 o'clock turns into 7 o'clock, turns into 8 o'clock. Before you know it, it's 9 o'clock. It's dark. It's a Friday night. You realize you've been helping someone look for their dog. And the whole time the dog was at home, you know, with their husband because they didn't communicate. So you wasted time. The difference is when you have something planned, there's no room for receiving someone else's possible trash energy. Okay? Since energy is currency, you have to make sure, okay, that you spend it wisely. You got to make sure you don't take on the weight of other people when you haven't balanced yours yet. You have to make sure that you have planned out your day, planned out your life, living your life intentionally with purpose that day so that no time is wasted working on someone else's intention. Okay? Make sure that you are not walking in someone else's shadow that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Waiting in someone's current. All right? Make sure that you're not helping someone else live out their dream, their intention for the day, for the week, for the year, for their lifetime. Set your own intention. Put your own purpose forward. If you're having issues with identifying what your purpose is or what your goals should be or why you're here, you might need to have some time to yourself. Maybe slate out some time to think and meditate and pray. Those things that you are aligned with will show. You'll see the signs if you ask for them. And usually things that align with your purpose come with ease. It's easy. If it causes frustration, if it causes anger and confusion, and you just can't get it together inside of you, and if internally you feel a certain way about whatever you're doing, that ain't it. Make sure the vision that you cast for yourself is from your POV, not someone else's. Because that chef, that was his dream, to have his menu item featured in a restaurant, to be enjoyed by other people. It wasn't mine. Mine is to enjoy some savory food that I've been craving. And mushrooms wasn't it. I'm not going to order it and just pick out the mushrooms. No, I don't want to. I want to prepare the way I like it so I can enjoy my experience. Don't force yourself to kind of go with the flow of everyone else's dreams. If one of your dreams is to go on a cruise, when you're setting that intention for that manifestation to come to pass, what you don't want to do is the point of view. You don't want the point of view to be you from, let's say, the bank or the beach, looking into the ship or looking at the cruiser pass by with you on the cruise. The quickest and best way is to imagine you there. The point of view should be from your eyes. You should be looking at other people on the cruise with you. Your gaze should be the water, the ocean. You should be able to see the beautiful flowers and smell the fragrant flowers, or hear the waves crashing on the cliff. There are ways that you can envision yourself in that moment from the point of view of you, from your personal point of view. What you want to make sure that you do, okay, is be effective in everything that you do. People say, oh, live in the now. You should live in the now. I mean, yes, you should. To me, that's being intentional. With every step that I take, every breath that I inhale and exhale, that's another sustained moment of life. When I'm looking outside, I'm noticing the leaves. I'm noticing the bend of the branches in the wind. I'm noticing how the hairs on my arm, stand up when the wind blows a certain way, or the beautiful birds in the background chirping, or the grass, how it moves between my toes. Or when I taste something, how it tastes to me, or how I feel when I hear a certain song, or how I can notice that my heart skips a beat when I think something is about to happen, or if I think I see a snake. I'm scared of snakes, y'all. But yeah, be intentional. There are ways to be intentional in your daily tasks and just daily simple things. That also helps you build your gratitude, your appreciation for nature and creation. Don't live your life by default, and don't wait for others to give you permission. Give you permission to do it because they've done it. It's okay to have someone who's paved the way. It's okay to have a pioneer. But don't you understand that creation is so vast that you may have a brand new idea? It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's already been carved out. I do appreciate, and we should appreciate, those that have gone before us that have done things, right? That give us the opportunities and make things easier for us. But you could also be a trailblazer of your own. Focus on moving forward with intent, okay? Tune into those things that bring you worth and value. Those things that bring you worth, value, and happiness in your life, that's what you should focus on, because therein lies your purpose. And once you tune in, just make sure you focus on receiving the answer. You know, make ready for the blessing. Be ready to hear the responses that you've asked for, because the signs will show you, they'll be there. When you can't think of what your own purpose is, and let me also clarify this. It is a possibility that what you're doing could be something that's already being done or has been done, okay? That's a very likely thing to do. That's a very likely thing to happen. Now, there are some people that just like to try to one-up you. And there are people that actually like the thing that you're doing already. So we can't really fault people for assuming or thinking that I don't know how to put this. Some people are genuinely into what you're into. And some people just want to think that they can do it better. Okay? That's silent competition. And we're going to talk about that in the next episode. Or at least one or two from here, because but anyway, I digress. But when you feel that your sole purpose is to help someone else's dream, that also could be a sign that you should probably go deeper within, okay, to truly, truly understand yourself and what you desire. Because your divine purpose may be deeper within. You see everybody else's good but your own. You want to help everybody else's dream but your own. But sis, bro, we need you. We need you to develop your own. And if you're not able to visualize, guess what? It may be that you're looking at things with a critical eye. Most people that have grown up with heavy criticism and judgment, it becomes normal for them. Okay? Even when thinking and considering themselves. A critical eye should not be used for creativity when you're trying to birth an idea, when you're trying to birth a desire, when you're trying to live out a dream. Don't stifle it with a critical eye, because it can come in many forms and many ways. A critical eye casts judgment, and there should not be judgment on creativity. There's no limitation there. There should be no inhibition. Okay? So take the time to go within, map it out, build on your foundation, build on your ideas, and make sure that you set intentions for you to come across people that can help you with your dream, that may have already gone there, that may have already done it, or may know people that can help you. Okay? But please, please, for the love of all that is good and holy, do not live your life by default. Do not just be a shell of a person. You all have a purpose. We all have a purpose. Step into it. Don't allow that analysis paralysis to step in, where you just analyzing every little thing. Oh my God, I can't do this. Oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, can I do this? I've done it. It is a waste of time. Because when you finally just get out there and do it, the best teacher is experience. You figure out all the stuff you done messed up and fluffed around. Like, oh, dang, I ain't going to do that no more. This is how to do it. But you won't ever know how to do it unless you step out and try. So just try to do it. Get out there and make it happen. You can do it. Just don't sit and wait idly by for someone else to give you permission to say, go ahead. You should already be moving forward. Get your focal point, zero in on it, and take off. Everything else will fall into place because you set the intention for it. You've already imagined and envisioned yourself doing it. Just do it. Just do it. You ever see those cartoons where Usually it's usually it's like the road runner and the coyote. I forgot his name. You know, you ever seen like, for some reason, Roadrunner don't even think about when he's running across a cliff if he can make it from one side to the other. It's almost like he's running on air. He's not thinking about it. The coyote, his intention is to not get away. His intention is just to get the Roadrunner. And when he tries the same thing that he does, those steps that just magically appear for the Roadrunner, he don't stand a chance. He just basically just falling to his death. Walk without thinking about where you're walking when you've already envisioned where you're going. Okay? When you've already envisioned where you're going, there's no need to look down and make sure that you're taking a step in the right direction. Your eyes are fixed on it. You've already put in the coordinates. You just need to go. Just go. Just do it. You can do it. Okay? Only greatness from here. Only greatness from here. Only greatness from here. Start where you are. Right now. I love you.